We chew on thoughts that someone else digested first and spit them out like their own, convinced we quenched the thirst. Secondhand thinkers wearing secondhand beliefs, like borrowed coats we never take off. Secondhand grief. Think about the last debate you had about the state of politics, society, or someone else's fate. Did you actually construct your argument from scratch, or did you copy-paste a take from someone else's batch? They honest, cause the answer's gonna sting like iodine on an open wound you didn't know you had. It's by design. We're intellectual recyclers, chewing cud letters and R's, regurgitating verdicts that we borrowed from the towers of opinion, editorial boards and talking heads, influencers with agendas turning living minds to bread that's pre-sliced and pre-packaged and delivered to your door, and you eat it up and call it thinking. Come back begging more. I wore the uniform of my tribe, that takes their fury. I prosecuted strangers in my head without a jury, based on articles I didn't read past paragraph 2. Secondhand thinker, and the second hand was glue. We chew on thoughts that someone else digested first and spit them out like their own, convinced we quenched the thirst. Secondhand thinkers wearing secondhand beliefs, borrowed coats we never take off. Secondhand grief. And the scariest part, I didn't know I wasn't thinking. I confused absorption with analysis. I was sinking into this illusion that I'm sharp, informed, and free, while every single take I had was someone else's debris. When's the last time you sat down with nothing but a pen and wrote a thought? Your thought, without the fee, without the men and women in your timeline telling you what side to pick. I tried it yesterday, 10 minutes silence, nothing clicked. Cause underneath the avalanche of borrowed points of view, there's this empty space where my own voice was supposed to break through. But I've been feeling it for years with everybody else's sound. Secondhand thinker, and the second hand was underground, buried so deep I almost couldn't find the soil. Underneath the layers of performance and the toil of pretending that my personality was more than a reflection. Secondhand thinker, and the mirror showed the misdirection. When did you last finish a thought? Thought scan, thought scroll, but sit with a question till it taught you something new. We choose